welcome or welcome back, depending on whether you watch the girls' game. But we are live here at the Nehemiah Center on campus of Whitensville Christian School. Again, Douglas against Whitensville Christian. The Douglas Lady Tigers won pretty convincingly over the Lady Crusaders in the first game. Now the boys will take to the court. This should be a good game because both teams are struggling this season. Douglas comes in at 1-5. They won their first game against Sizer, and I'm not really sure who that is. And they won that game, got off to a good start, and then they dropped their last 5, all pretty convincingly, including 0-3 in the Dual Valley Conference. Last 2 games, Douglas lost pretty convincingly to Sutton and Nipmuc. The Crusaders, on the other hand, come in 0-6 overall, 0-3 in the DVC. So the Crusaders looking for the best opportunity, I think, of the season, except for maybe that first one against Assabet, to get a win here against Douglas. This game should be a good one. The Crusaders lost that game to Assabet by only 9, but after that, they've been beat pretty convincingly, 42-31 to Uxbridge. Hopedale got them really bad, as did Nipmuc and BMR. Only lost by 11 on the road to Valley Tech, so the Crusaders were in that game. Remember, the boys varsity team with a lot of young players. They get a lot of action here, and they were missing their best player, sophomore Gabe Dieters. He's back, and he had a knee injury, so missing him and having a young team with really just Gabe and Micah getting any real. Micah Dieters getting a lot of minutes last year, so especially with Dylan McAllister, their starting guard last year, was supposed to come back as a senior, but he's still out with a knee injury. Getting closer as he's out there during warm-ups, but Dylan's still on the bench. So Brady Badgham is not unhappy with this season. The Dual Valley Conference has some really strong teams. Hopedale really strong, Nipmuc's really strong. BMR this year is good, which is not always the case. Sutton, the Crusaders will see next game on Friday here. We'll have that one for you, so that one will probably be tough. So these two teams this year probably at the bottom of the Dual Valley Conference, so they'll play each other twice, obviously, as you always do with your in-league opponents. Crusaders really, really want to see this win, and Douglas really the same, with only the one that first game of the season. So they'll go back at last-minute instructions. Coach Badgham with his crew, and Coach Chad Gosselin over there for Douglas. So the second we'll pause is Athletic Director Kurt Savage will announce the starting lineups, and we'll have the national anthem. I'm Jamie Walton. I'll be bringing you all the action as I do all the home boys games. We did announce the girls game as well, so we had a good doubleheader here. Since there's no girls JV team for either Douglas or WCS, they played the girls game before the boys game. The boys JV team had a close game, but lost for the Crusaders lost to the Tigers before the girls game, so that one probably started at 3 or 3:30. Let's join Athletic Director Kurt Savage.
Tonight's DVC boys basketball matchup between your WCS Crusaders and the Tigers from Douglas. Let's meet the starters for tonight. First, for the visitors, number 1, a senior, Stone Slava. Number 2, a junior, Nathan Chesley. Number 4, a senior, Zachary Sargent. Number 11, a junior, Aiden Vassell. And number 22, a junior, Noah Kitty. The Tigers are coached by Chad Gosling, assisted by Nicholas Nason. Now let's give it up for Whitesville Christian School Crusaders. Starting, number 3 is senior, Brady Gorman. Number 20, a senior, Mason Barnett. Number 12, a junior, Micah Dieters. Number 4, a sophomore, Ethan Curry. And number 2, a sophomore, Amy Maloney. The Crusaders are coached by Brady Badger, assisted by Dave Dieters and John Zilser. Would you now please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
So those festivities over, we'll get started here in this big matchup here. Douglas Tigers coming to town, 1-5 against the Crusaders at 1-6. We got Mason Barnett, number 20, in the starting lineup. He missed the first 5 games with the Crusaders, so that's big for Brady. Of course, he's in the starting lineup. Just Gabe Dieters not starting in there as he normally would. That knee injury, they cut down on his minutes a little bit. So Barnett will jump it up. So going right to left at the Crusaders, they have the classic home white uniforms with the blue and gold trim. Douglas Tigers, the blue with the white trim, going left to right on your screen. And the tip around, Douglas gets it. Sargent over to Slowick. Slowick now their point guard number 1. Chesley, looks like Crusaders starting a zone, which you don't typically see, but this year you've seen more from Coach Badger and this team. Almost a steal by Gorman. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Slowick just gets it. It was almost a steal. That's going to be tough for them to get the shot up. There's 4 on the shot clock. Chesley's going to have to fire. That is an air ball. It's probably officially we would call it a 35-second violation because he didn't hit any rim. So Brady Gorman will get the offense started for the Crusaders. Douglas all in a matchup zone. Steal right away. So Douglas gets it back. They used all 35 seconds. It's Brady Gorman just a little too aggressive out on the top of the key. A minute gone by, nobody's even gotten a shot. Well, unless you count that last second heave there earlier. So the tight defense, turnovers early. Slowick has Maloney on him. Stone Slowick, number 1. He's a senior for this Douglas team. Ball gets almost thrown away. Micah Dieters, good hustle. Douglas is able to keep it. They got 15 on the shot clock. Stone all the way to the cup. Battled around. Micah saves it to Barnett. Here comes Curry on the wing. Maloney can fire from there. He does, and he hits. Big 3-point field goal. Neiman Maloney makes it 3-0 to start here for the Crusaders. But very active with the hands on defense. Another one. I was wondering that too, because the ball was easily thrown away. It was a good steal. Refs call a foul, and Coach Badgerman screamed out no, but then he found out the foul was actually on Douglas. So they're going to get that on number 2, Nathan Chesley. First team for Douglas, first personal for Chesley. Gorman's going to fire from the corner. No good. Battle in there. Barnett's going to go crash into the glass. Mason Barnett off the glass and in. 5-0. WCS with an early lead. Again, a little zone defense. 1-3-1. Keeping their hands up and active. It's been tough for this Douglas team even to get a good shot off. They get a kind of a long 3 from Zachary Sargent. Hits the front of the rim. Now they're going to get a kind of a bit of a, not the kind of foul that Coach Chad Gosselin wants for the Tigers. So that's going to be the first on Noah Kibb. Second team foul. 5:20 to go. 5-0 here. Crusaders get a big 3 earlier from Maloney. He's open again. Barnett just had a 2-pointer. Barnett goes to work again, this time a little long on it. Again, they didn't have Mason Barnett for the first 5 games, so a welcome addition. Gonna get a timeout. First timeout of the game. So Coach Badgerman has to be happy as he's not been in most of the games leading into this. They were certainly in that first game against Assabet, and they were in the game against Valley Tech. Other than that, especially the Dual Valley Conference, really strong league this year. As Hopedale's very strong, Nipmunk's very strong, BMR's a good team this year, and the Sutton, of course, Sutton Sammys are always up there. So playing those teams, it's 8 of their games on their schedule. For these young players on Coach Brady Badgerman's team, they're going to take their licks this year, but such good experience. The biggest thing is to keep their confidence, and a game against Douglas would be good for that confidence. It should be a good game, but at least they know they're going to be in it. It's an opportunity to really play and get some shots to fall. They're looking to get down. Aiden Vassar is one of the scorers for Douglas. That's him, but he got it stolen by Curry. Gorman finds Micah Dieters. Micah looked like he had a layup, and he gets fouled by Gibb. Great feed. I like the fast break. I like the way the Waynesville Christian is looking to run, even off of that's 2 on Kibb. How they're looking to run. They're not just looking to pound the ball into the dust. Like, get out and move. You got some shooters on your team. You can run on this Douglas team. So far so good. Micah makes the first, and that one misses, but Micah tracks it down. He's going to go for his own, and and Micah Dieters will get back to the line. That's a killer for Coach Gosselin's team to give up a rebound from the shooter at the foul line. You got to block out the shooter, because he should not be getting a rebound. So Micah gets another opportunity. And boy, that's number 22, Kibb, who's going to come out. That's 3 on him. That'll bring Parker Vincent in, a senior, number 3 for him. 3 fouls, 4 personal. So Barnett's great rebound, great putback from Mason, 9-zip. Crusaders doing excellent here. They even put on a little bit of a press, but they immediately get back as Slawick tries to get this Douglas team off the snide here. Haven't scored yet, just over 4 minutes to play. Barnett slides in, good defense, steals it. Maloney already hit 1, he shoots another, that one off the rim. Stone Slowick now has the rebound and leads the break, down 9-0. Halfway through this first quarter. Three-point bomb by Sargent. Boy, did the Tigers need that one. Zachary Sargent hits the three. Now they can also set up their press, which is a 1-3-1 trap press. It'll test these guys as Curry gets it over. Curry's going to look for his offense. Mason Barnett grabbed that after Stone Slowick hit it, but it had bounced out of bounds. So 24 seconds on the shot clock. Crusaders will have the ball underneath the hoop. Up 9-3. Dieters, Micah, good little hook shot, no good, but Barnett crashed the glass again. Oh, he's lucky. Didn't go over the back on Aiden Vassar on that one. Oh, Douglas, oh, he's over the back. Referee right on that, good call. As Slowick stepped just over the half-court line. Good start here for Coach Badger's team. 9-3. Aiden Maloney, first varsity minutes this year. He's got a lot of minutes. You can see the confidence building by Eamon. Same with Curry. Micah drives to the lane. Wasn't sure if that was a tie-up or a foul. They're going to get a foul. See what they got on that. It's going to be the first on Stone Slowick. And that's going to be 5 team fouls. So 3:01 left. That's big. So any fouls from here on in are going to be 2 shots at the line, whether they're shooting or not. This is a 3rd trip to the line for Micah. Lucas Teixeira comes in, number 10 for Douglas. He's going to give Nathan Chesley a break. No good, but again Barnett with a rebound. Barnett's just cleaning up on that glass, now 11-3. They set up a little press. You don't see a lot of this from Coach Badger's teams. You love to see show a different look that Douglas was not expecting. Up 8, 11-3. You can do a little bit more of that zone press when you fall back into a zone. Oh, that one's going to go way wide, but Curry's going to take it. Curry might have a layup. Oh, he gets tripped. And Ethan Curry will get himself to the free throw line, I believe. That's in the bonus. So last year they started this new, if you're used to watching college basketball or certainly NBA basketball, actually NBA is completely different, but high school used to follow the college rules where there was a 1-and-1 after you got into a bonus and a half. So once you got the 7 fouls, you got the 1-and-1, and then 10 fouls, you got a double bonus. And you went to 2 shots. Well, they went to 5 fouls per quarter, so no more 1-and-1 in high school basketball. Another timeout called here by the Tigers. 2:36 left. Been a kind of a quick first quarter. An 8-point lead for the Crusaders. Not a position they've been in a lot this year. So, you know, Coach Badgerman is very much always teaching these guys, these young guys especially. But it's been good to have their senior Mason Barnett out there. Love to see it get Gabe Dieters back, and love to see Dylan McAllister. And this team could actually, you know, part of it's they're young, but part of it's missing some key guys here early in the season too. It's a tough challenge when you got both of those things happening for you at once. Tyler Rainbow is going to get his first action. We'll take Maloney out. Maloney had a big 3, kind of get the scoring started, but really the big story, I think, has been Barnett off the glass, and Micah Dieters been so aggressive. Ethan Curry has been one of the top scorers for the Crusaders all season. He and Maloney have been leading the way for scoring with Gabe being out. Mason with another rebound. Gets it blocked in there by Slowick, but he gets it again. Curry's going to fire from 3 off the front of the rim. Gorman tracks it down. It's 12-3. Crusaders with another opportunity. Rainbow, a little fake. Just got to be patient. It's 2-3. Actually, they're back. Douglas is now a man-to-man, looks like. Good drive. Ethan Curry, just 3 points in this one so far, 14-3. You can tell Micah Dieters loves to put on that press. Teixeira throws it up there. No good for Lucas Teixeira, just in off the bench. Rainbow got the ball, and you can tell he wanted to make a quick drive. And Rainbow's got that great left hand, surprises teams, but he got it, just kind of fumbled it a little bit. When that happens, you take that stutter step, you get called for travel, and that's what happened there. Ooh, Micah Dieters a little aggressive there. That'll be just his first for Micah. That's 2 team fouls so Crusaders not in danger as of yet to be in the bonus here in the first quarter. 2-3 zone. Gorman and Rainbow up top. Curry and Dieters and Barnett down low. Good drive. It's Tyke Higgins, I should say. Gets their 4th and 5th point. Curry, who just made a good drive. Gets it to Gorman, who fires. That one looked good. Just rimmed out. Here comes Douglas with an opportunity to carve into this lead a little bit. Down 9. Tracking down his own rebound is Parker Vincent, number 3. So Douglas with another opportunity. They have a new shot clock. Vincent gets it back out. That 3 ball. Aiden Vassar was not able to, a little front rim. Gorman fires, no good. Good board by Dieters, gets it blocked. Dieters gets it back. Tried to feed Brady Gorman on the corner, but Brady was not expecting that one. Got fired into the Douglas Tiger bench. Here comes Maloney back in for Rainbow. So 9-point lead, 32.7. Douglas can take it all the way down. I wouldn't do that. I would, the way this game's going, just look for a good shot. The scoring's been hard to come by, only 5 points so far. And that's exactly what they do. They do get a good shot. Parker Vincent, but he was not able to get it to fall. So now Crusaders, Barnett's going to go all the way to the hole. He's going to draw a foul. Good drive. Aggressive drive by Mason Barnett. And helps Stone Slowick up before he goes to take a trip to the free throw line. One of the things that's kept Douglas in this is a lot of free throw misses so far. So Barnett gets that one to go. You need to start making these, and if you do that, this lead can expand. Beautiful one for Barnett. Nice little drive by Parker Vincent of Douglas. He gets them within 9 to end this first quarter. It'll be 16-7. Crusaders with a 9-point lead. Once again, both these teams coming in having lost a lot of games. 11 combined. Douglas got their first win against some team named Sizer. Maybe Scissor, I really don't know. Some kind of a private school, and Douglas got that win. But other than that, since then, these teams are 0 for 11, and most of the games have been blowouts. So you knew it would probably be an opportunity for both of these teams to get a win. So desperate to get a W. And so the Crusaders get off to a really good start. Maloney making that big 3, get things started. And a real story has been Mason Barnett. who didn't play the first 5 games, came back last game. And Mason has been huge on the glass, especially with Gabe Dieters with his knee injury. Looks like Gabe's available for Coach Bajema, but dislocated his kneecap, which he's done before. And so Gabe's, if they can get a good lead here, may not even come in. We'll see what happens. Crusaders will start with it here in the second quarter. Up 9, opportunity. Also have not really turned the ball over a lot, even against the Douglas press. Although Douglas hasn't really been able to set up that press as much, not having scored a lot of points, so that helps too. Play defense. Micah, good drive all the way. Good block by Slowick. Looked like Micah had that, but Slowick just got his hand in and blocked that. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 26 seconds. And Crusaders get it underneath the hoop. Gorman looking, finds Curry for 3. And just short. Gorman gets the rebound. Barnett tracks it down. I must have went off of Douglas somehow. So 33 seconds on the shot clock. Maloney, good drive, fires, bang! Eamon Maloney has a sweet little touch on that shot. You could tell early in the season, he's a sophomore, he hasn't had a lot of varsity experience, was a little long on his shots, was not shooting with confidence. Now he is, and you could see it out there. 18-7, comes Douglas to try to get it right back. And Higgins was not able to get it. Maloney again, he goes left. Oh, he bounced it off of his own leg, man. Maloney had the lane too. Just hurried it a little bit. Kicked it out of bounds, so Tigers go back on offense. Down 11. Shara threw it out of bounds, and so another kind of unforced turnover there. It's got to go back to Nathan Chesley. Gorman gets it into Dieters. Dieters going to go all the way. He finds Barnett. Mason Barnett. Man, they Slowick got a hand on it, but Barnett just too strong down low. 20-7. It's now a 13-point lead for the home Crusaders. Douglas struggling on offense right now. Higgins looked like he wanted the shot, but he wasn't able to get it down low. Aiden Vassar loses it. Maloney goes left. He got the bump, doesn't get the call. Almost goes. Offensive rebound. Down to Burnett. Good feed by Maloney. Burnett going to work. Gets it blocked by Slowick. Slowick, good defense down there. Stone Slowick. Just under 6 to play. First half. Good half of basketball for the Crusaders here, up 27. But was struggling finding their offense. Only had a few what I call good shots, and that's one. Chesley for 3. Looked good, just a little long from the corner. Good rebound by Gorman. Curry wide open. Swish. Can't leave Ethan Curry that wide open in the corner. 23-7. That's going to bring Kyle Rainbow back in. Got a little stint earlier. Coach Bajema wanted to do a teaching point on the sidelines. I will see if Rainbow can come back in. And little air ball. And Dieters was able to get it to Gorman. Gorman wants to fire, too long. So Higgins got the rebound. Very active hands on defense with the Crusaders in this one. Good little give and go for Douglas. Lucas Teixeira gets the layups, 23-9. About 4:40 to play first half. Crusaders just got to keep playing, doing what they're doing. Good ball movement, aggressive rebounding. Micah Dieters just loses it. Went for the drive, but he left the ball behind. Good hands by Maloney, and Gorman's able to get to the floor, and Coach Badge was able to get a timeout. So that ball will go over to Whitensville. Instead of getting the tie-up, which would have remained Douglas ball, good hustle as Maloney gets his hand on it, which has been one of the stories of this first half. Active defensive hands in that zone, that 2-3 zone. And so Maloney knocked it away, and then you just love to see the hustle by Brady Gorman. Gets to the floor earlier than his Douglas opponent, able to get to the, and then get the timeout call. So it's 4:18 left, 23-9. This is an opportunity for Whitensville. Up 14 to really take control of this thing. Douglas in his last 4+ minutes has to get back, and they want to go into halftime, get this thing under 10, or even better. Definitely under 10, so they know they can come back out with some confidence. Mason Barnett's going to take a break as the Crusaders come out with Gorman and Micah Dieters and Eamon Maloney, Tyler Rainbow, Ethan Curry. Douglas has been putting on this little press, hasn't bothered the Crusaders as Rainbow now takes his left. He had Micah Dieters. Crusader bench not happy with that. Kind of an unforced turnover there. Big time, and a huge three for Ty Higgins. So 23-12, that was what Douglas needed. That's not what they needed. They didn't need that foul. This is the second quarter, so they're good. So it's first team foul, second quarter. First team foul for either team. So it's been kind of a clean quarter foul-wise. Maloney playing a little two-man game. That one, Maloney just gets off in front of him. Sometimes pulls the string a little bit on that. He had to foul through on that shot. Oh, wide open. Hayden Vassar had that at the free throw line. Curry, oof, they might get him for a travel charge. Yeah, they get Curry for offensive foul on that. First team foul for Whitensville. So Douglas now down 11. The way this has gone, if they can get a couple hoops here to finish the half and some stops, they'll be right back in this game. Crusaders looking to do the exact opposite. And they get a good start to it. Oh, Micah Dieters steals it, but then kind of throws it away himself. Another steal. Curry's going to go all the way to the hoop himself. 25-12. That was a tough play for Douglas as they had an opportunity to carve into this lead, but they just keep turning the ball over. Good active hands again by Gorman. Gorman all over Nathan Chesley. And this time Rainbow gets it to Gorman. He's got Maloney. Probably should have just taken it right to himself. You love to see unselfish play, but sometimes you can be a little too unselfish. Wide open is Vassar, Aiden Vassar. Some of these threes are keeping Douglas in it. 25-15, down 10 is the Tigers. 2:22 left in this half. This last couple minutes here really going to tell you what the story is going to be for this game. Can Douglas stay in it? Curry's going to try to keep him at a distance. He just rims that corner three out. It's a Douglas opportunity here to get it within single digits. Chesley tried to feed his teammate Dylan Lahoussi got it stolen, so Crusaders now with the opportunity to expand on this 10-point lead. Barnett's going to come back in. Rainbow will have a seat on the bench. Yeah, Barnett has really been making hay underneath. Oh, another good block by Slowick. Good inbounds play. They had Micah Dieters. I thought Dieters had a wide open layup there, but Stone Slowick was able to get those long arms. He does have those long arms, number 1 for Douglas. And got the block. New shot clock. There's Dieters again. He's going to try it again. Off the glass and in. Great move. Micah Dieters. 27-15. Back in the zone of the Crusaders. Slowick's going to shoot for 3. No good. Those 3-point balls have been keeping Douglas around. Offensive rebound, though. Oh, just hits off the back of the glass, and Stone Slowick was able to get it. 27-17, still within 10. Micah all the way like a layup line, no good. To the floor, they crash. That's gonna be possession arrow. Douglas, however, so 1:19 left. Next tie-up will be Crusaders, or they'll get it to start the third quarter if there's no more jump balls. Douglas doesn't care. They need this possession. They're really trying to get this into the locker room. Single digits. Higgins, no good. Good board by Curry. Takes it out of the pack himself. He has Gorman. Oh man, they get the foul. Not a terrible foul for Douglas. No shooting. It's 3-team. First one on Higgins. And they find Micah down there again. Micah power dribble. Barnett up fake. Maloney, why not? Boom. Eamon Maloney, another big 3. He's got 8 in this one. 30-17 now. Just couldn't tell the story the last 40 seconds. Slowick tried to match it. Barnett got it. If the Crusaders can get even a 2-point field goal here going into halftime. Oh, Maloney thought he had Gorman, didn't see Stone Slowick. So now Douglas has another opportunity. Zachary Sargent gets it over to Lahoussi. Lahousi's going to draw a foul. It's going to be 2 on Ethan Curry. Almost another half-court violation. Shot clock's turned off here. It's no difference. Wow, that was a long 3 by Zachary Sargent. Air ball, here comes Barnett. Under control to the left. Good drive by Mason Barnett. Helps another guy up. And we'll go to the free throw line. It's 1 of 2 goes, so 14-point lead can make it. Mason can make it 50. 9.2. Douglas will have one last shot here if they can get it over half court. So it's a 15-point lead. Crusaders want to get this stop. What a great halftime lead this would be. Slowick gets it over to. That's the last second. Not a bad corner shot by Dylan Lahoussi. He wasn't able to get it, so that's going to end this half exactly how Coach Badgemo wants it. The Crusader team coming in with no wins, now up 15 at halftime. They want this win desperate. You can tell they're just hustling all over the place, both offensively and especially defensively. That zone with the active hands, they even put a little bit of a press on for a bit. So these teams will go back into the locker room and talk things over. This Douglas team, even though they have struggled here, they do have a decent amount of seniors. Aiden Vassar, haven't seen him do too much in this one. He's had a couple of good games. Number 11, he's a junior. Tyke Higgins, we've seen get number 15. He's a freshman, so they'll be leaning heavily on him. Nathan Chesley started. He's a junior, but a lot of seniors in this game. So see what happens in the future for Douglas, whereas the Crusaders are a lot of sophomores that get action in this on this team. But they've really, especially with Gabe Dieters being out, really need to see Mason Barnett come back, and he's been tremendous on the glass here tonight. Kind of a quiet crowd for it's a Tuesday night. Friday night, the boys varsity team will host Sutton. That'll be a tough challenge, but if the Crusaders can hold on and really get a confidence booster here tonight, especially these young players, just to get a victory, that could, Sutton is definitely played a much better season so far, but they're not as good as Sutton sometimes is. It feels like Hopedale and Nipmuc are going to be the cream of the crop for the boys DVC this year. So we take a look at the early power rankings here. Neither of these teams are going to be a factor this year anyway, as far as the power rankings. The Crusaders are in Division 4, Douglas Division 5, but neither of these teams are going to be showing up probably this season unless they make a really big run. But I was looking earlier, and for teams in our area, I know Nipmuc in Division 3 is ranked 26, which is really good. Division 5, which is what Douglas is in, Hopedale's ranked 4th in Division 5. Hopedale's 8-0. So we saw them earlier, the Crusaders did, here at home, and had a tough time with the Blue Raiders. It'll be interesting to see a couple of the other teams. Northbridge is ranked 24th in Division 4. They're right next door here. That's very early. They start doing these power rankings this, 6-7 games in now, so they can. It's like an algorithm that they do based on strength of schedule, based on point differential, and of course wins versus losses. So really, strength of schedule plays a big role in the power rankings. So that's actually a good thing. Causes teams to add good teams to their out-of-conference list that they play, because a close loss against a really good team is actually going to help you with your state rankings over, a blowout against some, team that's not that good. So that's how they do that. But it's very early. There's a lot of games to be played. It'll be interesting. Some of these DVC games, man. I know Nipmuc and Hopedale, I think, are playing tonight. I think I saw that. So it'll be interesting to see some of those boys' games. All the other 4 teams besides the 2 here tonight are vying for that DVC. Like now it's in Hopedale's. It's kind of in the driver's seat for that, but definitely see the opportunity for the other 3 to, especially Nipmuc. We saw them, man. They were strong. So in this one, player of the half, the Crusaders up 15. They definitely outplayed Douglas, and Douglas really just stayed in it with a few 3-pointers. If they didn't make those, man, they'd be in a lot of trouble. The biggest thing for Douglas is they gotta rebound on the defensive end. They let up so many rebounds from Mason Burnett and Micah Dieters. 7 points from Eamon Maloney. Burnett getting, I'm not sure how many he's got. One of the biggest things I mentioned earlier, the Crusaders missed a lot of free throws. If they had made more of their free throws, this lead would be bigger. But it is 32-17. Neither team out of the locker room yet, but they'll be out soon to get going here. Here this year, add some cameras and put some on the hoops. You can really hear when they swish it. Pretty cool. It's like, you know, professional. Douglas usually looks for their scoring. You know, Stone Slowick. Slowick hasn't done much offensively, but he's been kind of keeping him in it defensively. Quite a few blocks down there. He's gotten Micah Dieters a couple of times. Other than that, they had a couple of three-pointers. Teixeira on the board as well off the bench for the Tigers. One of the things Douglas really wants to do is get that full court press to try to cause some problems, but the problem with that is you got to score to set up that press, and they were struggling doing that towards the end there. And even when they set up the press, Crusaders beat it pretty easily. A couple of turnovers, but for the most part, they're kind of unforced. A pass when the teammates weren't looking. The Crusaders come back out. They played 6 players for Coach Badgeman. Didn't play Gabe Dieters, even though he is dressed. He has that knee injury. That's another thing, 15-point lead against Douglas without their best player. Again, having Barnett back just for rebounding has been tremendous. Could have really used him. Some of those early games, especially the ones where Gabe wasn't able to play, was pretty much just relying on Micah Dieters, and Micah was getting a little bit of foul trouble trying to cover all of the entire lane by himself. Doesn't have to do that anymore. Douglas just coming out to the floor here. Not even bothering with a warm-up. They went more to their bench than Crusaders did. Crusaders pretty much just brought in Tyler Rainbow. Of course, again, Gabe not playing, and Dylan McAllister still sidelined with his knee injury he got during the soccer season. Really loved the offensive ball movement by Whitensville. Some of these earlier games, and granted they were playing tougher defenses, but they were turning the ball over a lot. That can happen at this level where you just don't get enough shots because you just turn it over too many times. They've been really just been, for the most part, very careful about their passes, making sure they know who they're going to, looking for their teammates, and getting some open looks. So the Crusaders will come out with their starters. They started the first half with Barnett, the center. It's there with Micah Dieters, and then you have Curry, Maloney, and Gorman. Gorman will take it out. Crusaders in the white uniforms, home uniforms with gold and blue trim going left to right on your screen. Douglas in the white, blue with the white trim. Gorman Barnett's got to be careful, doesn't get 3. Gets out of the lane. Micah, ooh, little dipsy do. Micah Dieters. Micah 2 for Dieters, so Crusaders set up their zone, or their, I think they got a man-to-man press going on. Drop back into man-to-man. 34-17, a steal by Gorman. He has the layup. Slowick can't block him. Brady Gorman gets 2. Good start here. Advances the lead to 19. Maloney a little too aggressive on Aiden Vassar there and gets called for the personal foul. Only 1 on Heyman. Good steal by Maloney, and Dieters gets it. Bench going crazy. Good start second half. Barnett to Gorman. Maloney fires. Just rattles out. Curry with a good rebound. And a beautiful shot. Ethan Curry with 2, 38-17. Pouring it on here to start the second half, trying to blow Douglas out of the gym. Boy, Gorman's lucky he didn't get called for foul there. Douglas has to get this over. They do. Slowick. No good. Good board. Oh, throws his elbows around. There's Noah Kibb, who only played for a couple of minutes because he got 3 personals really early. That's 2 on Micah Dieters and 2 team fouls for Whitensville. Good board by Barnett. Maloney fires. Look good, just a little short. Another offensive rebound by Mason Barnett. Gets to Curry. Dieters, good drive. We'll see if they get it to the line here. Might have got it on the floor. No, they got, it's going to be 3 on Zachary Sargent, and that'll be 2 team fouls, but they said Micah was in the act of shooting, so. There you go, Micah missed a few free throws in that first half. One of the things on that play with Micah is you learn with experience. See, he makes both. So he needed to let his teammate clear the lane there. He drove, needed to let him clear out. Good defense. This full court press has been rough for Douglas to break here. I'd like to see it. You don't often see Crusader teams full court press like this, but Slowick is able to come up with it. Good pass to Noah Kibb. 40-19, just under 6 to play third quarter. Curry looking for his offense, goes right, good shot, boom. It's really length is troubling the Douglas. They don't have anyone that can guard somebody who's dribble the ball, drive the ball like Curry, but also has that length. 42-19, just over 5.5. Full court press again. Crusaders trying to bury Douglas here in the third. Slowick gets free. Gorman looks like he hacked him. He's lucky that it didn't turn into an opportunity for a 3-point play. Coach Badgerman wants to talk it over with his senior guard. So Stone Slowick will get to the line. That's 2 on Gorman, by the way. 3 team fouls for the Crusaders, so that'll probably come into play. They get 2 more during the bonus. Slowick frustrated out there as he misses both. Not much going right here for Douglas. They're going to give Stone a break. Bring in Parker Vinson, who got a good run there in the first half. Maloney goes left, into the lane, stops. Fires it out to Gorman. Gorman keeps his dribble. Barnett now. Good defense here by Douglas. Quick hands, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Crusaders gonna have to get to their offense quick here. Just over 5 to play in the third quarter. 42-19 is the Crusader lead. Trying to add to it. Barnett will go left. Well, I thought Maloney was going to take that. He goes to the free throw line and he drills it. Maloney with another big shot. 44-19 is turning into a laugher for the Crusaders, which is what they needed without a win this season. Hopefully give them a lot of confidence going into Sutton on Friday. Higgins tries to find Zachary Sargent in the corner. Good hands by Curry, out of bounds, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Douglas takes it out underneath. They're gonna have to get into it, 10 seconds. I have a feeling they're gonna be in trouble here. Good hands by Micah Dieters. Dieters comes out, now he's gonna lead the break. Finds Maloney for another 3. Hung up on there, no good. Vassar was able to grab that board. Just over 4 to play third quarter. Another steal, Barnett now has it. Almost throws it away himself. Maloney tracks it down. Douglas in man-to-man. Curry goes right, good drive. Finds Barnett, gets set and swish. Boy, Mason Barnett had a whole day because Curry took all the defenders with him. As Maloney gets the steal to Curry, Douglas needs a timeout. It's this one has been blown completely out of control. 48-19, it's a 29-point Whitensville lead. Reverse of most of the scores this season that they've had. Yeah, Curry with that great drive. He brought like 3 Douglas defenders. Somehow finds a wide open Mason Barnett. And Mason just set himself, took all the time in the world because he had it, and then swished it. And then a steal and then another easy layup. And Douglas needs to tuck this over. A lot of time left in this one. You wonder, up 29. Coach Badgerman here in the third quarter is caught a little bit in between with that press. They haven't put it on a lot this season, so it's a good opportunity to work on it. But at the same time, you don't want to run up a score. Still halfway through the third quarter, so you can't take off the foot off the gas too much. So it'll be interesting to see. It looks like he's going to take it off at least to start here, coming out of this timeout. The Crusaders will stay in that little 2-3 D. Just rattles out. Aiden Vassar from the corner, no good. Here comes Gorman. He finds Maloney a little bit, led him a little bit too far. That's going to maintain white basketball. Brad Jellicoe is going to come in. Get some first action of the game now with this big lead. Curry, boom, from way downtown, just like the Golden State Curry, but better. For 51-19 is the score. Douglas struggling, even getting a shot off, active hands, so they're going to get just a nudge. By Ethan Curry in that one. So that's 4 team fouls. The next foul that the Crusaders commit, regardless of whether it's shooting, will be 2 shots for Douglas. Only 1 team foul for Douglas. Douglas is going to bring Vassar back in. Number 11, he's in the corner. Chesley was looking for him. Instead, he finds Vincent. Vincent goes to the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, so. Douglas will maintain the possession arrow. Next time there's a tie-up, it'll be Waynesville ball. Oh, they got a foul on that. I thought that was a jump ball. So with it being in a bonus, Parker Vincent was able to get to the line. He makes the first of two. He'll have one more. (51) 53-21 is the score. Crusaders pouring it on here in the third quarter. There's 2.5 left in this third frame. Still another quarter to go. Silva with a steal. Got Gorman on the break. Vassar was able to just knock it away from Brady Gorman. Ball will stay. Plenty on the shot clock. So De Silva getting a chance to get in there. 23. He has it. Why not? Swish! JV De Silva. Big shot. 56-21. Just over 2 to play. Third quarter. Douglas, you can tell, just wants to get on the bus, I think. Vassar, good drive. They needed that one badly. 56-23. Not a lot of points here in the second half for the Tigers. They get a chance to put on this press. Almost a steal, and it is as Vassar gets it. Slowick is able to draw a foul and get to the free throw line. Coach Batchman wants to talk it over with Ethan Curry. Stone, Slowick goes to the line. He'll get 2 shots. Good opportunity for some of these bench players of Waynesville Christian to get some legit minutes. Slowick just can't get those free throws to go down. 0-for-4 here in the second half. Good board by Curry. Maloney's got his offense going this game. Gorman always looking to fire. Brad for 3. Vassar, front of the rim. So Nate Chesley trying to make something happen there. Got knocked out of bounds. Maintaining Douglas ball. 25 seconds on the shot clock. 1:13 on the game clock here in the third quarter. Steal. Silva gets to Gorman. Gorman has a lane. Blocking foul as Gorman went in. Wasn't sure if they were going to charge, but they had Parker Vince, number 3. He was moving on that. That'll be his second. That's the second, only the second team foul. So Gorman and Maloney, the only starters right now in the game for the Crusaders. 2 guards. First of 2 goes for Brady. That one rattles in and out and back in. 58-23, just over a minute left, third quarter, but a great third quarter here for Coach Badgerman's team. They needed it. They need this. They need to finish it strong in the fourth, going into Sutton on Friday. Very aggressive D by De Silva. Vassar drives, or I'm sorry, that's Stone Slowick drives. So they get Brad Jellicoe again. That's his second. Brad. What's your name in the box score? Stone has struggled here in the third quarter from the free throw line, but he gets that one. Like to see it. Oh, man. 33-point lead. My math is not this good. I need a calculator. 58-25. You do the math at home. Maloney goes to the left. Brad, good up fake. And off the glass, no good. But De Silva looks like he got fouled. Good job in there. Good minutes for JV De Silva, the junior. De Silva back again next year. And, you know, show some minutes here for his coach. You know, if you need somebody one of these games here this season, he's showing his coach, like, I can be counted on. These minutes matter. Even if you got a big lead, you get out there, you can show your coach, you can be trusted out there. And he gets another rebound. Oh, they call him for a foul, for a travel. I think that's the right call. It's just a tough call. So no shot clock on right now. There's only 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Douglas could take it all the way down. I doubt that they will. They're just going to run their offense. Vassar goes up and gets an aggressive De Silva. I think that's on. So that's 5 team fouls. Now they got Brady Gorman on that. It's his third. This probably won't come into play with only 24 seconds left. But any further fouls from the Crusaders will be 2 shots regardless. They're in the bonus. But there's only 24 seconds as 1 for 2 from the line, 58-26. Whitensville can get it past half court, and then Douglas press. Oh man, somehow De Silva ended up with it. I don't even know how he broke that, but there you go. Gorman gets the pick, goes all the way. Oh, he lost it, but then he fires, and he manages to swish it at the buzzer for an even 60 after 3. Wow. 60-26 is this score. As the Crusaders offense, I mean, yes, they're playing a much lesser opponent than they've played so far this year, but they've made some really tough shots too, not just the open ones. It's gonna be interesting to see how the coaches play it. You know, Douglas probably continue to play their guys, but Coach Badgham has already gone to his bench. You never want to go fully all bench players, although they don't really have with all the injuries. Dylan McAllister and Gabe Dieters being out, they just Gabe dressed for this one, but you could tell they didn't want to play him if they didn't have to, and they didn't give his knee a few more days. We'll see if he will be good to go against Sutton Sammys here Friday night. We will have the action 6:30. Tune in to our YouTube channel and bring you the action. Can the Crusaders take this big win here at home into a much tougher test in the Dual Valley Conference? Arch rival Sutton Sammys come into the building on Friday. Hopefully there'll be more fans, students will be here, and it'll be a loud atmosphere. So, looks like Maloney and Curry are the only starters out there, as Coach Badgham is rotating. It's good to keep the guards out there, although Tyler Rainbow can definitely handle some guard duties if he needs to. Vassar. New shot clock. Douglas maintains the ball. Good pass down low from Vassar to Vincent. Vincent's able to get it to go 16-28 now. I don't know if not much of a press as De Silva gets it. Oh, he slipped on a, oh, he got back up. That's a travel. tough one for De Silva. Looks like there was a slippery spot. Love to see them dry that up. I'm glad he didn't get hurt. His shoe just slipped out from under him. Then he fell and he maintained his balance, and he would have been okay. That's short. And Rainbow gets the board. He would have been okay, but then he got back up. When you fall to the ground with the ball in basketball, you can't get back up. De Silva, no good. And now equals a travel, which is what happened that time down the court. But Douglas down 32 here in the fourth quarter. As Waits for Christian in man-to-man D. It's going to be 3 on Brad, if I'm counting correctly. Yep, that's 3. Careful not to foul out off the bench here. A lot of time left in this one. Good steal by Curry. He gets it to Rainbow. Rainbow has a lane. Didn't quite know it. Maloney's really had his offense going and doesn't get that one to go, but gets his own board. Battles Maloney again for 2. Douglas down 62 to 28. Rough season for the Tigers. That first game, Vassar can't get it to go. Good steal by Eamon Maloney. Finds Rainbow. Rainbow's got that left hand that always surprises people. Goes to the hole. (64-28). Connor Kitchen looking to come into this one. Some minutes for Kitchen. That's going to be a foul on Maloney. Vincent, I don't think he was shooting there. It's only 2 team fouls. So Mason Barnett will also come back in. We'll give Brad a break, and Connor Kitchen comes in for Ethan Curry. First minutes for Kitchen. Vassar struggled in this one. See if he can get that one to go. Good move, just a little short. He's a little tired. He's got a lot of minutes under his belt in this one. 5:20 left. Comes Maloney. Could go all the way, and he does. Looks like he might have got fouled. Barnett still crashing the glass. It's tough with Coach Benjamin doesn't have enough bench players to go fully to his bench. He's got as many as he can. Well, I guess he could if he still had Brad back out there, but gotta be careful with 3 fouls for Brad. What with Gabe and Dylan not able to play, they gotta keep some of the starters out there. Barnett now, see if he can make a second of 2. He does. Good chance of getting over 70 here for Whitensville. Once again, about 5 minutes left. Should be the first win of the year for Coach Badgerman's team. They needed it. This young team just to see one in the win column. They've worked hard. A lot of good learning, good experience, but needed a W, and they're going to get it tonight. And we'll see if they can take this confidence into their matchup against the Sammies from Sutton. As Vassar, another air ball. Maloney, good box out. That's always tough. It's always tough when the ball doesn't hit anything. So Connor Kitchen will take it in. Just Maloney. Tell Maloney playing a lot more confidence than he did earlier in the year. That's normal for a sophomore. Rainbow, why not? Oh, gets it into Barnett. Then they all collapse on him. He had shooters on the outside. They're going to get him for steps. That's one where Barnett wasn't expecting. They all kind of collapsed on him. A little bit quicker decision there. He would have found a shooter. Rainbow comes out with it. Good hustle play by Tyler Rainbow. Kitchen for 2. Good pass by Maloney to Connor Kitchen. 67-28. layup is, I thought that almost was good. Man, Douglas feel like they have a little bit of a cover on the rim. It's Ty Giggins, freshman, number 15. Was able to track down that rebound and get to the free throw line. That'll be the first on Connor Kitchen. 3 team fouls. It's going to be Brad Jellicoe back in. He's probably going to take Burnett out. It's about all Coach Benjamin can do. Took off the press, and he's got all of the subs in that he can play. So he still has Maloney out there. He's a lone starter still. Good board by De Silva, gets it to Rainbow. Oh, he gets fouled for sure, but they let it go. Great drive by Tyler Rainbow. That first game of the season against Assabet, Rainbow came off the bench, was probably their best player. So, going to be a big player moving forward for Whitensville, as will Connor Kitchen, another sophomore, number 35. Doesn't get a lot of minutes, but got that layup earlier. And another one just falls out for Higgins. Vassar will track it down. He's got Maloney on him. Crusaders need another hoop to get it over 70. Good steal by Maloney. Finds Kitchen again. Kitchen gonna go to the hole. Why not? Great left-hand drive by Connor Kitchen. 71-29. Wide open underneath is Higgins. Kitchen's able to get back. Higgins has the move. He just can't seem to get it to fall. Silva just takes it away. Get in the Kitchen. Why not, Connor? Come on now. Got 4 points. Maloney's going to fire, and Coach Bajima not super happy with him on that. 74-29. Coach Bajima's not happy because the lead is so big, but Maloney, to his credit, is not really used to having these big leads, so you know, it's not like a position he's been in a lot. Their JV team didn't win a lot of games last year with Gabe Dieters up on varsity, so and varsity this year. So Coach Bajima just wants them to work a little clock, but it's 74-29. Good drive by Stone, no good. Brad with the board, but he takes it down, gets it tied, not tied up, but stolen. Parker Vincent got that layup. Vincent a few buckets here in the second half. Rainbow, another 3. Probably not what they're looking for. Maloney, good pass. Coach would have taken you out if he didn't do that. Good board by De Silva off the glass and in. 76, so another 4 points. They can get to the 80 here. Crusaders just aggressive right off the tip. Wanted this one, you could tell. Went out and really got it. There goes Stone. Good left-hand drive. Took a couple steps. Off the glass and in. Slowick will get to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. 1:05 left in this. So once again, Crusaders will come out of this at 1-6, 1-3 in the Dual Valley Conference. Douglas will go to 1-6 as well, and they're 0-4 in the conference. Ball will go back to Whitensville. So the Crusaders will stay home Friday night. Sutton will come in. So make sure if you can't come here live, which is always best, you join us on a live stream. We'll be here. We'll give you all the action. Say player of the game in this one. It's kind of a tough call. The reason I say it's a tough call is Douglas gets the 2 is I really liked early on setting the tone Mason Barnett, but ultimately Eamon Maloney, who's got the ball there, I would say player of the game here. Maloney, just excellent offense and defense, controlled the pace of play. And we'll give hustle player of the game to Mason Barnett, just a second player play back with a lot of offensive rebounds. in the mix was huge for this team. So probably the last possession for Douglas. Good defense by De Silva, gets the kitchen. They're just gonna, they gotta get over half court. And Maloney does, and that's all they need to do as the Crusaders will get their first win of the year, 76-35. We'll see you on Friday night, the big home Dual Valley Conference matchup against the Sutton Sammies. In the meantime, God bless everybody.